Now, this is sobering news. In the first quarter of this year, 9% of all credit card accounts in this country transitioned into being delinquent. And folks, we have almost 600 credit card accounts in this country. So you do the math, and we're talking about 50-some million credit card accounts that went into delinquency this first quarter. And we're going to be talking about a credit card debt crisis before this year is over. And I'm telling you, a lot of people, they're going to be hitting the streets. We have millions of Americans that are about to have their lights cut out, that are about to have their car repoed, that are about to be evicted and pushed out in the streets. Now I'm here in the nation's capital, and I'm here to tell you, everyone here and everyone surrounding these areas, they're doing pretty good. And there are very little signs of financial distress here that you can see on the surface. Now, there are still pockets of financial distress, and it's more difficult to see here than it is in other parts of the country. And last I looked, now 15 counties out of the richest 25 counties in America are right here surrounding the nation's capital. Some in Maryland, some in Virginia. And I mean, there are many people who are millionaires because you have a lot of people who work for the federal government. My entire family and friends of the family, most of them all work for the federal government. And in many cases, they can't even talk about what they do. That's how top secret some of the jobs are. And these jobs pay well. We're talking easy $100,000 plus salaries a year. Now, even outside of that, my aunt and uncle, they used to work for Northrop Grumman, the private sector. And we're talking big money there, putting together missile defense systems and all kind of stuff that I can't understand. So the money around the nation's capital, there's no short of it. But again, there's still signs of financial stress. Now, I've got a buddy who used to do repos, car repos, and his brother, he still does car repos, and he's busy, busier than he's ever been. And regardless, with the amount of money that the people are making, you still have a ton of Americans that just live above their means. And if they took a step down, maybe in their vehicle purchase or maybe in their home purchase, they'd be doing financially all right. Now, one of the things with a government job is they look at risk. And if you take on too much debt, well, you can easily be out of a job. You can lose your security clearance. Now, that has kind of kept some people in check and has kept people from overspending, overstepping their financial boundaries. But regardless of how well this area is doing, America is in big trouble. And we're going to end up seeing a lot of people hit the streets later this year. And that's all it takes is for these bills to pile up and then you get handed a pink slip. That's going to be it. You're going to have to downsize immediately. And for many people, that's going to be a difficult choice. And it's human nature. If you're a lady and you're used to getting your hair done every few weeks, it's going to be hard to break that, even if you don't have the money. You're going to choose to get your hair done and look the best before you consider spending money on an oil change. And that's natural human American behavior. And that's going to spell big trouble for a lot of the population because all it takes is carelessly spending one or that last paycheck on something frivolous. And that can mean an end of a roof over your head. And that's where we're going to wind up. We're going to wind up with a larger homeless population at the end of the year. And if you were to pull one of those people aside and ask them how they got there, you're going to find some people who actually had bad luck, health problems. But at the same time, you're going to find quite a few people who wasted their money on foolish things, who spent $200 on jeans, but got an eviction notice. Now, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.